Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards, and welcome to part 5 of the Abigail Freeman story. Let us begin. She was sleeping when all of a sudden she just woke up. After a little while of her thinking why she just woke up like that, she goes back to sleep. But then she wakes up again, and she decides to, okay, I guess my mind doesn't want me to go to bed yet. So I'm just going to walk around the house. So she gets out of bed, and she does just that. She walks around the house for a couple hours. She gets a little bit tired. She goes back to bed, but still, she can't seem to go to sleep. So she gets an idea to write the book again. So she gets back out of bed. She gets back out of bed. She goes to open the door. She opens the door, and she's in her writing room once again. She sits down, and she writes about the time she met her future wife in middle school, and also how her parents, her wife's parents, was now good friends with her mom and dad, of course. So she begins the story by saying, I was about like 6 or 7 by this point. I was so nervous to start middle school. Well, preschool rather. That I was very nervous. But then my mom told me to just breathe in, breathe out. So that's what I did, she said in the book. I did this for a couple hours with my mom, and we were off to the races. So I got in the car, and I went to preschool for the very first time. I met these kids as I was walking in the door. I met the preschool teacher. She was fun. She was really fun. She was cool. I miss her. Anyway, I sat down next to the kids in a circle, of course. And I was like, okay, this is fun. This is kind of fun. This is kind of fun, I guess. And then I met her. Her voice was soft and very interesting, to say the least. Now I'm very used to it, but back then it was kind of weird at the time. But she introduces herself. I introduced myself. We shook hands. And all of a sudden, we just started talking to each other. Of course, the teacher was not happy about it, but she gave us a pass. It was my first day here, and she was being a good student at the time, and it was time for us to get to know each other, so she just let us slide for a while. Until she saw us doing it a little bit too long, and she put us in timeout, of course. After a couple minutes of us talking in timeout, well, it was time for us to get out of timeout, of course. And so we got out of timeout, and we just kept talking over and over again. And we just kept talking for the rest of the afternoon. And I just didn't want to stop talking to her because she was so fun. And so, honestly, easy to get to know, really. I didn't know what it was back then, but I now know it as, of course, love. Of course, it could take me and her a long time to get there, but this is where it all began, I guess. So I got home. My mom took me home, and I was just so excited to tell her what I did that day. It was so magical to me. Still is when I remember back to that moment in time. And all of a sudden she starts to feel a little bit tired again. And she says to herself, thank goodness, I'm getting tired. So she gets up from her chair. She puts the chair back into the desk. She walks away from her writing room, closes the door behind her, and goes back to sleep. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what you like about the video or hate about the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.